What's up, everybody? I'm Dimebot, and this is Anthem. Now, this is not going to be a full-on official. This is more just some off the cuffs. God, words are hard. Thoughts and observations about the game after having played the release version for about 3.5 hours. You can see that I'm level 5 now. I am going to be avoiding story spoilers, so we'll be jumping into free play, and I'm not going to be really talking to anybody around Fort Tarsis. So, first off, I'd like to show you guys one thing in the settings, because the flight in the demo was pretty not okay. They have added these 4 options right here, and I've fiddled around with them. This seems to be pretty much raw mouse input. It's a lot easier. It feels a lot better. So, kudos to them. Now then, let's maybe talk about one thing that they fixed and also one thing that they didn't really quite get right. So here we are in Fort Tarsis now, same slow movement speed, except I can hold down shift and slightly sprint. Did you catch it? Okay, so we're moving, and then we're moving just a little faster. We're moving, and we're moving just a little faster. Now, this is still not the bustling place they showed in the E3 reveal. You do have people wandering around, doing things, but the game also seems to hitch a little bit for me in Fort Tarsis for some reason, and this is installed to an NVMe SSD, so not really sure why. There's a lot of people just kind of standing around, not really doing anything, and other people just standing there waiting for you to walk up and press F so they can just spit exposition at you. It's not the worst thing ever, it's also not the best thing ever. But Fort Tarsis has been somewhat improved. I still am not a huge fan of spending tons of time here, but some of the story stuff that I've been messing with so far has been interesting. Definitely what they showed us in the demo, the story missions that they gave us, were not a very good vertical slice. It was right in the middle of the game, not a great place to start. So I have found the story to be pretty good so far. The cutscenes that involve major plot points and characters are very well done and very BioWare. Conversation trees still not there, although you can talk to people. Let's go ahead and hop in, shall we? Now, the interface has not been cleaned up any. It's still made for a console, and it still insists on giving me tutorials all the time. But at least they moved changing tabs from Y and U to Q and E. It's actually much better. Now, as I said, we're going to avoid story missions, so we're just going to launch into free play. That's ready to go, and we can launch. Of course, you have to do this in public mode. You can't do it in private, which is incredibly irritating. Also incredibly irritating and still here are the loading screens. This game has way too many loading screens. If I want to go to the forge, there's a loading screen. If I want to get out of my javelin and walk around, I have a loading screen. If I want to go into a mission, I have a loading screen. Then if a friend pops on and I want to stop and go join them, I have a loading screen. If I want to move between the launch bay, which is the social hub, and Fort Tarsis, there's going to be a loading screen. This game has too many loading screens. And they're slow. So that is something that BioWare desperately need to address, but I don't know if it's so baked into the way the game's flow is designed now that it's even possible to fix it. I haven't seen any of the network glitches that plagued us during a demo. However, they do exist. I have seen them happen to fellow streamers. So that's not fully ironed out, and I anticipate that when the game actually fully launches to everybody on the 22nd, that there are going to be some server problems. I'm not even going to get into how dumb EA's launch windows for this are. It's just... ugh. Now, the good. This game is still gorgeous. It runs very well. They've clearly done some optimization. And it's still an absolute blast to play. Especially when you're using your abilities. Flying, you're basically Iron Man. It's absolutely great. Even the swimming controls are a touch better. They're still god-awful, but they are a touch better. Now, let's talk about something that worried me during the demo, and which is definitely still the case here. Although it really is a conceit of pretty much every shooter like this, Destiny, The Division, the mission variety is not that great. It's a lot of go here, kill these enemies, flip this switch, that kind of thing. It's just not that great. Also, I'm just slaughtering random beasties, so I'm a terrible person. But the moment-to-moment shooting still feels really good. Can't go that way, spoilers. Now, you can just,
I'll start combing through reports and see where we're needed most.
Thank you, Owen. You can just kind of fly around and free play and just do whatever you want to and not worry about your fellow players, but I would still prefer the option to just do this solo or lock it to only friends. I don't understand why that's a thing. Like, you know, maybe I don't have 4 people ready to play right when I start, but just let me set it to private and they can join me. You know, the more options, the better, BioWare. However, I do think that the core of this game is still good. It's still positive. There's still a lot here. And I do enjoy playing it. Like I said, the story's been decent so far. The mission variety isn't the best, but it is a hell of a lot of fun to play. And we're going to have to see how the end game goes, what the loot grind is actually like.
Massive surge in shaper energy coming from nearby.
That's a world event. Don't want to do that. So yeah, like I said, this is just meant to be a quick set of thoughts. Can I recommend the game? Maybe 60% yes at this point. Got to get to the end game and see what the end game content is really like, what the loot grind is like before I can fully make a judgment. But right now I am having a lot of fun with it, despite the problems that I do find with the game, and I have enumerated most of them. It does have some problems. A fair amount of it can be fixed with further patching and tweaking optimization, but the load screen thing, I'm not too sure. That may just be something you have to accept going into this game if you want to play it. Alright guys, that is going to do it for me. If you liked the video or found it helpful, hey, drop me a like or a subscribe. Let me know if you're going to pick up Anthem in the comments down below, or join our Discord and you can chat with us about it there. The link is also in the description below. My name has been Dimebot. I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, next time.